Hello and welcome back to Stackhouse Knives. Thank you very much for watching this week's video. In a previous video, I ended up forging a iron and 52-100 steel Yanagiba. This is the blade all roughly forged. I'll leave a link in the description, and I should be able to leave a link here to how I made this guy, and that'll be part 1. So as I said in a previous video, heat treating this guy, I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. This is made of iron on one side and high carbon steel on the other side. Now, iron isn't susceptible to thermal shock as much as steels are. Now, the thermal shock is really when you're heating the steel up to a bright orange color and you're wanting to heat treat or harden the steel. What that does is when you quench it in the quench bath, you are inducing the steel into a lot of thermal shock, which shrinks the grains and shrinks the structure. Now, if I've got iron on one side and high carbon steel on the other side, it's only going to start to shrink on one side of the knife. My guess is that the knife is going to slightly bend where the high carbon side is on the knife. If that starts to bend, I'm going to have a warped knife, which isn't going to be fantastic. So we're going to get on to heating this guy up. I'm going to get the forge on, and I'm going to have a plunge and see if we can get it in the oil, and we'll see if it starts to bend. If it doesn't bend, then hey, we can start making the knife. If it does, I'm going to have to work on a new method to get this guy heat treated but straight. So that's going to be an interesting one. That's the plan. While the blade was still cooling, I ended up clamping it with a couple of pieces of angle iron in a vise to counter that bend. And as you saw from the footage, the blade is a lot straighter than it was when it came out of the quench bath. So yeah, onto the tempering. So that concludes part 2 of my iron-cladded carbon steel Yanagiba or sashimi knife. I'm really thrilled with is the heat treatment worked wonderfully. Really it was just smooth sailing from there, getting these wonderful hollow grinds in, as you can see there. Just focus my camera. We got wonderful hollow grind on that side. That's the side that you're going to be sharpening when you go ahead and start sharpening the blade again. And then this side of the blade, you can quite clearly see the iron and the 52-100 carbon steel. Very different types of steel. I ended up chucking this in a little bit of acid. I didn't really need to, but I did want to just etch it a little bit. That creates just that little bit of contrast. It makes it look really awesome. And this thing is wicked sharp. That's just, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's pretty sharp. The part 3 to this video is me essentially creating a handle. If you have a suggestion and you'd like to make the suggestion on what type of handle you want to see made with this knife, you're most welcome to chuck that down in the comment section below. It's really cool to help my decision as well. And as always, smash the like button if you haven't already. I would suggest you definitely do so. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you are new to this channel and you're liking what is coming out of this channel, you're liking the Yanagibas and the steel toe boots and all of these Damascus razors and all sorts of other projects that are coming out of the channel, hit the subscribe button and the post notification button so that you can get ongoing notifications from our channel. Thank you very much for watching this video. You have a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next video.